Here on the Domino's Post-Game Report, I'm Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck falls 75-71 against Anderson. Worst shooting night of the season for the Eagles, and in spite of that, still had opportunities in this one. What did Anderson do down the stretch that proved to be problematic when it came to winning time?
Well, first of all, I got to give them a lot of credit. I think, and we told our kids this. We knew that Anderson would be unbelievably motivated. This is their home opener. How they got through November with no home games, I don't know, but this is their home opener. It's a conference game. It's a Saturday in the middle finals, so students are here. The great atmosphere, and their kids were very, very determined. Our guys were determined as well, but I thought they really, really were able to, in winning time. And we go into the last 3.5 minutes with a 1-point lead, but I mean, you knew they were going to be throwing some punches. So I give a lot of credit to Anderson for being determined and for really, really wanting this win. We really wanted to win too. They just came out on top.
Really felt like it was just a few little things that added up. You out-rebound Anderson, as you have been doing to most teams here of late. We're +8 on the offensive glass, but never could turn those seconds and thirds into points.
First of all, they've got some really big bodies in there. I mean, I thought Demon Bakov was pretty big. The kid they've got from Australia sort of makes Demon look like a small fry. So they had length, they had size in there. But the reality is, I just told our guys this. Kev, let's just call it like it is. Yet again, free throws.
Yeah.
Yet again, free throws. I mean, I thought our guys were really aggressive about getting to the basket, and which got us to the free throw line early. I don't know what we shot. I'm not seeing the final stats.
14 to 26, 53%.
Well, I mean, that'll do it to you. We're 14 to 27.
14 to 26.
14 to 26. Well, that'll. You got to shoot free throws better than that. They're free. You know what I'm saying? They're not guarded. And unfortunately tonight we had guys that went in there and didn't make them. So that's on us, And I typically sort of focus more on what we can control. None of our kids meant to miss those shots. They followed our lead and attacked in such a way to get those shots. We just got to figure out a way to make more of them. And yeah, you mentioned the rebounds. I mean, we've been doing a great job with that. It's hard to score against determined defenders. It's hard to score, and that's the reason you got to go up there and make those free throws. I just that is what it is.
Anderson had a three-headed monster between Quinn Nottingham, Josh Livingston, and Sean Bernard that entering this game was averaging 3/4 of the Trojans' scoring on the season. You eliminated a third of that in Josh Livingston. He only had 4 points, but Sean Bernard and Quinn Nottingham combined for 52. What made those two so difficult to slow down?
Well, first of all, they're veteran guys. You got a senior and a junior. They are given a complete, more or less, green light to attack by their staff, by their coach, which is wise on his part. And what they're doing offensively this year is significantly different than what they've done in the past. These guys got a little ability to get into the paint and find shots, and so credit to them. I don't know what their numbers were in terms of efficiency, but it seemed like they made more than they missed. They're good, solid players.
Just to alert you to it, Sean Bernard was more efficient, 11 of 21 for the day. Nottingham probably for the league's leading scorer and a typically efficient player to get 23 on 18 shots. You'd probably take that.
We'll take that. We'll take that. I mean, we knew they were going to be taking shots. We just want to try to impact efficiency. Really, Kev, I mean, I don't want to take anything away from Anderson. I don't, because I thought they were unbelievably determined. I thought they put up a great fight. We just, we got to make sure we capitalize. I thought our free throws, and then right there at the end, we had a huge turnover right there. And I'm gonna say that's a part of. Trip Davis was very much a part of us pushing that second half to take the lead, but he's missed 50% of our games. This is his first game back too, so I think he's getting into the rhythm a little bit too, and I'm going to give him a pass on that late try. It really bothered him. He was really disappointed. He was very apologetic to the team, the locker room. But he was a part of us getting the chance to have the lead with under 4. So
kind of a weird situation here. We aren't talking about a sack game next.
Right.
Not even a countable game for
Right.
Carson-Newman. It is a countable game for your opponent. You're off to Division I Belmont for internally an exhibition. How do you shake this one off and use the Belmont game to better yourself here down the stretch run of this semester with conference contests against Coker and Mars Hill looming before the break?
Well, first of all, like I've jokingly said to you before, I mean, we've already won in this Belmont situation because we get a nice payday, and because of proximity to campus, it's a relatively cheap trip. So it'll be a good experience. We're gonna go in there and try to put our best foot forward. But to be honest, to tell you that I'm giving it almost no consideration would be a true statement. I'm much more interested in Coker and Mars Hill as we go into the break. Those are games, or conference games that mean a lot, and that's what we need to be focusing on. So this week, our number one focus will be our kids' finals. We've got 3 days of finals left, and we want them to finish strong. But we'll be doing some advanced scouting and some advanced preparation for Coker. It comes in Saturday, and that's where our time and attention will be.
All right, Chuck Benson, pleasure as always. We'll talk to you Wednesday against the Bruins.
Thanks, Captain.
That is Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Domino's